Johnson. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Dinwiddie in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Shake Milton. Bogdanovich out there with Simmons. Then it's Thomas. And it's the captain who the three spot. The Mavericks GA have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons. And it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Moving the nets off the tip. Now, here's Milton. Outside Thomas. Simmons trying to get open. And the pass is by Thomas.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And that one, good.
A team-first player, when Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Now, here's Thomas. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. On its way from Irving for two. And one calls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's the captain. Back to Thomas. Open from outside. Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the lane. Irving's got 6 points.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive the second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. And a solid work on the back end of that.
That's the right finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective. And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Outside Thomas. This is into the captain. Right side, Bogdanovich. Good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive play.
Outside Irving. Simmons against Davis. Inside. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Thomas with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist from Simmons. And it's all knotted up.
Really rare to see a guy at 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
Thomas finds Irving. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And with the season started up, these teams are certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Misses off the right angle. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Irving. And he cuts in the layup Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now, here's Milton. He's starting closer.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Irving kicks to Thomas. Over Bogdanovich. He shoots again, and he cannot get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
This is really the challenge of trying to defend Davis, because not only is he tall and smart, but he's gotten stronger in his time in the league. He typically blows through contact and draws fouls.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on, this is a superstar player. No question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Here's Irving. Yes, once again, Irving's perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
His job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
That's trailed by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Thomas. Over Thomas. Thomas, no good.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Now the feed to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Thomas. And he makes good on the layup. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Thomas. Pass to the captain. Bogdanovich looking around. Milton with it. Picked up by Thompson.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Dallas leading by 8. A pass to Davis. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called the Nets.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having that what's best for that post-score and try to manage the wear and tear.
Outside Thomas. Here's the captain. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Milton. It's rebounded by Dallas. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy in the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by Dallas. And Thomas has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
No, sir, don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
He muscles it in over the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Thomas. Over Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Unloads. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Thomas. Back to Schroeder. Passes to Simmons. Sinks that one from the post.
And we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide open teammate.
Irving against Thomas. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 20.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow.
Unbelievable. Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Here's the captain. He has 6. Simmons left side. Kicks it to Thomas. Beyond the arc. That one's good. We'll get it going after a 2% start.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, training the triple.
Thomas against Irving. Off target at the rim. By 14. Simmons finds Schroeder. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Thomas with the block. On the wing, Irving. Trying to get over to Davis. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Here's the captain. He drills it from outside. The captain's got it on.
Great start for him. 4-4 in for me.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. His energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Thomas. Charity swipe shot. Offensive rebound. The captain. Here's Simmons. Mr. Claxton. Here's the pass to the captain. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know what?
See, no sliders, everything is normal.
No matter how good your defense is on the perimeter, you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Thompson. Finished off the break. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't fight off that front office just yet.
Now here's Simmons. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The captain, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Davis missing. It's trailed by 19. Simmons passes to Schroeder. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Marshall. Second shot opportunity. And no problem for Washington as he finishes at the rim.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses limp and instinct to do a good job on the glass.
And he gets it back. For that shoot, their first free throws here tonight.
And a season ago with the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
You know, they would love to go for a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Now, here's Harden. fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Hey, Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
And that is a textbook example of how to defeat.
So, guys, I love what you said. How you keep grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a master quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far, through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack, or just keep on pounding it inside.
Shake Milton is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Stolen by Exum. Here's the break. Here's Marshall. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Marshall's got his second bucket.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And a quick job to get that angle on a tremendous drop.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
And it's Hardy with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Schroeder outside. Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there. And a misplay.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now, here's Marshall. Back to Washington. 4 on the clock. Here's Hardy. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head on the game.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Milton. Tight defense on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Shake Milton, Clark, is 6'5". Has a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, that is insane size for a guard.
It sure is, Kevin. I mean, that's freakish length when you're only 6'5". And it allows Milton to guard positions 1 through 4. And I think that's critical in today's NBA with all of the switching we see defensively. So Shake's effort level helps him on defense as well as the wingsman.
And Dallas calls their first time out. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And it's both teams they played against this club last season.
I like this matchup. Not a cakewalk, not going to be easy. Clearly have the advantage.
And Simmons, he's checked in for the Nets. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. And he gets the bucket. Marshall's got 4 this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds or provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
takes it from 3-point range.
Confidence is not lacking with Bogdanovich, and he shows it on these shots.
To the inside, ABC, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. And it's going to go on Bojan Bogdanović. Mark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, why don't you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Milton following the score by Nels. Johnson can't get it to go. ABC passes to Gaffney. Washington trying to break free. ABC's shot is good. 6 points for ABC. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Timeout called. The Nets, they put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
The cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now he's checked in for Dallas. Kept alive. Here's Milton. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Powell inside. Johnson on him, and the shot goes down.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right edge.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this one. Man.
And that one's good. Hardy.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Gafford against Johnson. Here's Simmons. To end the run. And the layup is up and in. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
Interior game of Simmons is rock solid. When he gets a matchup he likes, he knows exactly how to exploit it.
Pass to Gafford. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Thomas. Simmons. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. Marshall with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's Powell. The shot from the low post is good. Powell's got his second basket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, man. You can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Milton. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board and it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the Nets with possession here, following the score by Dallas. Baseline try. A shot by Milton, no good.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Washington, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Marshall with the steal and stolen by Simmons. Johnson wide open, he fires. And the Nets miss again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Milton. Outside Thomas. Johnson against Gafford. Will it go? And Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 8.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And the Mavericks call time here. And last season, the Nets were favored to win it all, but winning a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved here a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
The captain's checked in for Johnson.
I mean, how can you stop Kyrie there? I mean, on the jam, his athleticism is just too much to handle.
Well, that's shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's the captain. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass all around, and just his effort level was off the charts.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Davis. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Milton with it. He's covered by Thompson.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas. They also got a new GM.
Coaching staff changes somewhat. The front office moves affect players that much.
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally, we see a flurry of trades or free agent signing. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjustment too.
There's Milton. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Another shooter looking for Shake Milton. And Davis sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Thomas with it. He's picked up by Irving. And Dinwiddie over to help. Bogdanovich inside. He's covered by Thomas.
And working kept themselves on the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. You know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's check in.
You know, you look at Bogdanovich, and this guy is really outstanding at taking high percentage shots, and he's got what I call a natural scoring ability and mentality.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that one's good.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Simmons against Irving. The shooter. On target from outside. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Irving. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Irving's got 34 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Simmons. 3 points for him.
It's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
The Nets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
You know, Ben Simmons is so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but his passing too.
And look what they get a change here. Finney Smith's check in. Great, we know that Klay Thompson
play.
Had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Clay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks, with Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Schroeder surveying the floor. Driving to the basket. Basket counts. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
It's tipped and bounce out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Thomas, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 8 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Schroeder. He picked up 18 points in their last one against Milwaukee.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now Irving. He's got 34. Here's Thomas. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 6th assist on the night. Thompson against Simmons. Carries it down low.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Irving. And there's the block. He stops it forward and takes possession. Schroeder against Irving. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And it's Irving missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific team. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who's standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 34 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your take on this?
Their control of the board is a big reason for this. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about this?
First of all, where's the intensity going to be? When a team is pumping like this, he's trying to stop. So, keep giving up open looks. Let the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Thomas. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. There's Davis, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Milton. Bogdanovich left side. They grab their own miss. Here's Claxton. That one drops one.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on an offensive play?
Pass to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Thomas gets to Bogdanovich. Here's the captain, Dinwiddie covering. Back to Bogdanovich. Wide open look. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Dinwiddie. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a break.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Milton. Here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Bogdanovich again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now, here's Milton. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Claxton the pass to Milton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis. So far, he's hit all of his shots on the foul line, going 4 for 4.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's the captain. He's got 15. And here is Milton.
Early here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso, put the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. It's all part of the role.
And there's a whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fool the entire defense in the paint there.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And Irving throws it down.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
The Nets have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the 3rd quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now, here's Milton. 5 points in the game.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
The Nets shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Pass to Thomas. Simmons left side. Back to Thomas. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thomas got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Here's the captain. 15 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
off the dribble.
Here's Milton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 15-4 run. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here is Thomas. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's the captain. Back to Thomas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Options like the G League Ignite team, if your players fit deal, they have to go to ground. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Milton. He's got 5 over Thompson. A shot by Milton, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, these hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
Now, here's Thomas. Trying to end the drought. Great D that time for Irving.
No matter what he's taking, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be the game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now, here's Milton. Johnson outside. And again, it's the next missing.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Irving passes to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's the captain. 15 points in the game. Bounce pass, Thomas. Milton the pass to Simmons. The Nets moving the ball around now. Milton in the corner. Over Thompson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. And the pass to Milton. And they get it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Brooklyn making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Thomas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Shake Milton. Marshall passes to ABC. And he slams it one-handed.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Now, here's Johnson. No good. Shot missing. Passes it to Hardy. Tipped away. Here's ABC. He dishes it to Marshall. Pass to Exum. Down low. Here's ABC. And that comes off the assist by Exum. And that's now 10 points for ABC. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson outside. Schroeder with the ball. 7 points in the game. Rebounded by Hardy.
Even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Exum to the paint. Just 5 to shoot. ABC's shot is good. ABC's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Johnson finds Simmons. And there's the whistle. Presented violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
But you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you got to play much smarter than that.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Schroeder outside. Shoots over Hardy. Johnson kicks to Finney Smith. Schroeder outside. On the way, Johnson. The Nets need to get a shot off here to stop the drought. That shot misses, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Now here's Hardy. He's covered closely. Brooklyn with the rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds tonight. A floater. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Johnson. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. 1:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Hardy passes to ABC. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. ABC's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Johnson finds Schroeder. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You have to respect Schroeder's speed and try to cut him off. But when you do that, it leaves room to pitch it to the roller.
Here's ABC. 14 points for him. 35 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 5 on the clock. Back to Exum. Offensive rebound. ABC. He kicks it to Exum. And there's the pass to ABC. Goes back up. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Schroeder. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious and monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Mavericks on top, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Dennis Smith. And it's Sharp in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. Sharp controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer.
It's like he has a 6th sense of where that rebound is going.
Yeah, and that 6th sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
Dallas calls timeout. Players talking to know changing teams more than ever that was fought for by the players.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of, and freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
Oh, went in there and tried to power it down with true contact. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, Smith's not afraid of contact. In fact, he embraces it when he's going up to shoot.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Under passes to Sharp. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Smith right side. This one for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Irving. A rebound by the Nets. Schroeder outside. Lets it fly from 18. And it's in there.
Really good touch on Schroeder's shot there, making that tough mid-range change easy, slim, ridiculous.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Sharp. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Irving looking for an opening. Here's Thomas. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And so is Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Takes the 13-footer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. On number 3 for Dallas.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this time.
Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. He gets it in there.
Great pass by Thompson. His playmaking abilities so underrated.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Benny Smith passes to Watford.
And you know, the league this year opting not to schedule any game on election day, continuing to encourage people to vote. I love this. So folks, on Tuesday, November 8th, make sure to get to the polls or send in your ballot. You've got to make your voice heard and use the power of your vote.
Thomas passes to Davis. Thomas trying to break loose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
And he's good on the second. Now Schroeder. Pass to Benny Smith. And here's Smith. Over Thompson. Smith, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Irving attacking, good on the shot. Irving's got 47 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Benny Smith. Dinwiddie covering. That shot beyond his normal range. Blackbird's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. It's Thomas on the wing. Counted, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Smith outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Sharp. Here's Finney Smith. Dinwiddie covering. Now, here's Sharp. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Watford. Excellent D from Thomas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irvin's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Smith the pass to Watford. Now Smith. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum. One or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less crumbs, so to speak. You're talking 7 figures. Crumbs is probably a misnomer.
ABC's checked in for Brooklyn. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Thomas feeling it out a bit. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it is a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance with that end of the phone.
That free throw, no good.
Number 15, setting the line with 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting.
And Irving throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Thomas with the steal. It's stolen by Smith. The shot by ABC, no good. Smith against Irving.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Smith with it. Schroeder outside. Thompson against Smith. Run, and Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off-guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player who can compete with the best of them.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. To the middle, here's ABC. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Brooklyn Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter. Smith gets it over to Schroeder. Out to the wing. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And quite that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that will continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that all of its forms is real strength. The women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Now the free throw, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. On the money with the open jumper. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Smith makes you pay when he gets inside. Despite not being that big, he's got a lot of game in the paint.
Exum pass to ABC. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's Schroeder missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Exum with it, working on Smith. Powell kicks to Exum. Here's ABC. ABC grabs the board. Net shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Here's Finney Smith. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hardy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And Brooklyn has possession. Smith the pass to Finney Smith. Back to Smith. The pass to Finney Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's ABC, and the shot goes in. ABC's got 18 points just in the second half.
And he's had an excellent performance overall.
Ball's not loose. Smith the pass to short. It's rebounded by Dallas. ABC's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hardy. Here's ABC. Drops in the layup for 2. ABC's got 26.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
The Nets working the ball around now. Finney Smith kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Sharp. Here's ABC. Nice pass. Nice pass. And a resounding dunk.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for Dallas.
You don't see this kind of a blowout off tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out
after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Nets.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Driving inside. Here's Schroeder. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Brown. And the shot is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were preparing for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled those when they made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here, put up a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thank you so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA